Okay, so uh, you know how everybody's always saying the job market is crazy competitive these days?
It really is.
Well, we're diving into something today
Yeah.
that might just be the leg up job seekers need.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about RoleCatcher. They
Yeah.
claim to be like the ultimate job hunting tool. And
I've heard of them.
yeah, have you?
Yeah.
We've got some excerpts from their website, like their career guide section and info on how they can help you ace your interviews. Oh, and look at how they streamline your job search using some really interesting tech. It's a lot to unpack.
It sounds like it.
But the thing that really struck me is how RoleCatcher seems to get how tough it is to even get noticed with all the automated systems companies are using these days.
Right. It's not like it used to be. You can't just rely on a good resume and cover letter anymore.
Exactly. It's like your application gets lost in the void unless it has the right keywords and formatting.
And that's where RoleCatcher comes in. They've figured out how to analyze those algorithms and tell you exactly what you need to do to improve your chances.
So they're like hacking the system from the inside out. I like it.
Exactly. They call it a CV score. They analyze both your resume and the job description to see how well they match up, kind of like a compatibility rating.
So instead of just telling you to tailor your resume, which we've all heard a million times,
Mm.
they actually show you how to make it stand out to those algorithms. That's brilliant.
It is really smart. It's like reverse engineering the system to make sure you come out on top.
Now that's what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
you're not just submitting an application, you're strategically positioning yourself to be seen by the right people.
Yes. And speaking of being seen, that's actually a perfect segue into their Get Discovered feature. It's pretty cool.
Okay, get discovered. Tell me more about that.
So imagine this. Instead of you having to hunt down every job posting, employers are actually searching for candidates whose skills and experience match what they're looking for.
Well, and so employers are actually searching a database of candidates on RoleCatcher.
Yeah.
It's more like a talent pool where your skills are on display.
You got it. It's like having recruiters come to you.
Okay, that is pretty awesome. I mean, anything to make the job search a little less painful, right?
Exactly. And you're not just passively waiting around either. By opting into this feature, you're essentially raising your hand for opportunities that align with your profile.
So they have a system where employers can search for specific skills, experience, even software you're proficient in, and they can contact you directly.
Yep. No more sending your resume into a black hole and hoping for the best. They make it easy for employers to find you.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
Okay, but let's say you get noticed, you have a great resume, and you land an interview. That's usually the most nerve-wracking part, right?
Absolutely. Even with a top-notch resume, you still need to ace that interview.
And this is where RoleCatcher really impressed me. Get this. They have over 120,000 practice interview questions in their database.
120,000, that's wild.
Yeah, 120,000. It's mind-blowing.
It is, but it's not just the sheer number of questions, it's the way they've organized them. They're all categorized by career path, industry, even specific skills.
So you're not just practicing random questions. You're getting targeted practice for the specific types of roles you're interested in.
Exactly. So whether you're prepping for a tech interview or a marketing role, you're getting the most relevant practice possible. It's like having a crystal ball for potential interview questions.
I love that. So it's like having a sneak peek into what interviewers might ask you. But does it actually explain how to answer those questions, or is it more about just getting used to the types of questions you might be asked?
It does both. They give you a breakdown of what interviewers are looking for in your response. Common pitfalls to avoid even sample answers to get you started. It's all about understanding the why behind the question and crafting your response to showcase your unique strengths.
Okay, so they're not just throwing questions at you. They're actually helping you understand how to approach them strategically.
Exactly. It's all about giving you the tools and confidence to succeed.
And it gets even cooler. They have this premium Copilot AI feature
Yeah.
that takes it to a whole new level.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Tell me more.
So with Copilot AI, you're not just getting generic advice, you're getting personalized feedback on your actual interview responses.
Wait, so it's like having a personal coach analyze your every word and gesture.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like having an AI coach in your back pocket giving you real-time feedback and suggestions. It's pretty incredible.
It does sound impressive. But with all this talk about AI, it makes you wonder, why not just use something like ChatGPT to write your resume or practice for interviews? Everyone seems to be talking about it these days.
I know, right? It's like AI is everywhere.
It is. But here's the thing. Tools like ChatGPT are great for general purposes, but RoleCatcher's AI is different. It's laser focused on the specific demands of the job market.
So it's like the difference between using a general map app and having a GPS that's constantly updating with real-time traffic road closures, even speed traps.
Exactly. You're more likely to reach your destination efficiently and avoid unnecessary detours with that kind of specialized guidance.
That's a great analogy. So instead of just giving you generic advice, RoleCatcher is providing tailored guidance based on your specific goals and the ever-changing landscape of the job market.
You got it. It's about working smarter, not harder. And that's where RoleCatcher truly excels. It's about using technology to your advantage, but also understanding the human element of the process.
And that's where their career guides come in, right? They've got one for just about every job you can imagine.
It's true, they have a huge range of careers covered. It shows how much they understand that every job deserves a strategic approach, whether it's in tech or something totally different.
Yeah, like you can't just use the same resume and cover letter for every job anymore.
Exactly. Each industry, each role has its own unique set of expectations and requirements.
And these guides give you the inside scoop on industry trends, potential career paths, even commonly asked interview questions for specific roles. It's like having a cheat sheet for your career.
That's a great way to put it. They really give you a leg up.
It's amazing how much information they cram into each guide.
I know it's clear they've done their research. They go really deep into the details for every single career.
Like they'll tell you what skills and qualifications you need at different levels, potential salary ranges, even what you'd actually be doing day to day.
Exactly. It's all about transparency and giving you the full picture.
Okay, I have to say, I'm really starting to see the appeal of this platform, but I can also see how it could be a little overwhelming.
How so?
But it's just, there are so many features and resources to say, where do you even start?
That's a fair point. It can definitely seem like a lot at first.
Yeah, like drinking from a fire hose.
That's a good way to put it. But that's actually where RoleCatcher's design really shines. They've made it super user-friendly, even for people who aren't tech-savvy at all.
Okay, that's good to know because I am not the most tech-savvy person.
Well, you'd be surprised how easy it is to navigate their platform. And if you ever get stuck, they have these amazing FAQs. They've literally thought of everything.
So they answer just about every question you could have about how to use the platform.
Yeah, and also about how their AI works. They're pricing all sorts of stuff.
So they're not trying to hide anything.
Not at all. They're all about transparency.
I like that. Makes me feel like I can trust them more. But you know, all this talk about algorithms and AI makes me think, what about the human element of job hunting? I mean, can a platform like this really replace the importance of networking and personal connections?
That's a really important point, and it's something I think a lot of people are wondering these days. But honestly, RoleCatcher actually emphasizes the importance of human connection alongside technology.
Oh, really? So it's not one or the other?
Right. They see it as a both hand kind of thing. It's about using technology to enhance your networking efforts, not replace them entirely.
So it's like they're giving you the tools to build stronger relationships and make those connections more meaningful.
Exactly. Think of it this way. RoleCatcher can help you identify potential connections within your network who might be relevant to your job search. But it's up to you to reach out and build that relationship, and nurture it.
So it's still about putting in the effort, but RoleCatcher gives you a little nudge in the right direction.
Exactly. It's like having a personal assistant who's always looking out for you, reminding you to follow up with contacts and make those connections count.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm sold. What about their employer database? Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Oh, yeah, it's really something else. They have detailed profiles for over 9 million employers.
9 million.
Yeah, 9 million.
Are they serious?
Yeah. And they offer tons of insights into company cultures, hiring trends, salary ranges, the works. It's like having a secret weapon for researching potential employers.
So you can use it to find companies that align with your values and career goals.
Absolutely. You can get a feel for what it's really like to work at a company before you even apply.
Okay, now that is something I could have really used in my last job search. It would have saved me so many headaches.
Right. Information is power, and RoleCatcher definitely gives you the inside scoop.
It's like they're evening the playing field between job seekers and employers.
Exactly. They're empowering job seekers to be more intentional and strategic with their job search.
So it's not just about finding any job. It's about finding the right job for you.
Exactly. And the right company, the right culture, the right everything. It's about finding the perfect fit for your unique skills and goals.
I am so on board with that. You know, it's kind of inspiring to see a company so focused on empowering job seekers. It's not just about making a profit for them. It's about making a real difference in people's lives.
I agree. And they don't just stop at helping you find a job either.
Oh, Tell me more about that.
They're also really big on continuous learning and development. They have a whole section of their website dedicated to it.
Really? So they have resources for after you've landed the job, too?
Yeah. They've got links to thousands of online courses, skill guides, you name it.
Wow, it's like having a built-in career counselor at your fingertips 24/7.
Exactly. They're invested in your long-term success, not just helping you get your foot in the door.
That's really refreshing to see. It's like they're saying, hey, we're here for you even after you get the job.
Exactly. They're invested in your long-term career growth, not just a quick fix. But we've been gushing about RoleCatcher this whole time and haven't even talked about the cost. Do you know much about their pricing?
Well, they have a free version, which I was actually really impressed by. You can do a lot with it, but of course they have those premium features too.
Yeah, like that Copilot AI. That sounded really cool.
Right, like that could be a game changer for some people.
So is it worth it? Paying for premium?
Well, it depends on your budget and how serious you are about using all the bells and whistles. Think of it as an investment in your career.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
And the good news is they offer a money-back guarantee, so you can try it out risk-free and see if it's right for you. No pressure.
I like that. Okay, so you've convinced me RoleCatcher seems pretty amazing. But I'm curious, is there anything about it you didn't like?
Hmm. That's a good question. I mean, no platform is perfect, right? I guess my one hesitation is that even though their AI is super impressive, it's still just that, artificial intelligence.
Right, it's not human.
Exactly. You can't replace things like human judgment, intuition, those soft skills that are so important to job search.
So you're saying it's important to use RoleCatcher as a tool, not a crutch.
Exactly. You can't just rely on it entirely. You still have to put in the work network strategically and show them who you are as a person.
Because at the end of the day, companies are hiring people, not robots.
Exactly. So yeah, RoleCatcher give you a huge advantage, but you still got to bring your A game.
Makes sense. Well, I think that's a great note to end on.
I agree. So to wrap things up, what's the one big takeaway you hope listeners will remember about RoleCatcher?
For me, it's this. Finding a job can feel impossible sometimes, but RoleCatcher is out there changing the game. They're making the process less about luck and more about strategy preparation and having the right tools at your disposal.
So it's like they're leveling the playing field for job seekers everywhere.
Exactly.
I love it. Well said. And on that note, we'll leave you with this. The job market may be tough, but you've got this. And hey, if you're feeling lost or just need a little boost, check out RoleCatcher. You might be surprised what you can achieve. Until next time, happy hunting.